Hello, Scolio, playing Dragon's Dogma. This won't be a playthrough. I'm just, I've swapped houses. I'm in a much larger room now. And I wanted to do a sound check, and I've been playing this game a couple hours into it. And by a couple, I mean quite a lot. I won't show any story elements in this game. Right now, I'm just like running these fetch quests or whatever. There's a ton of them.
Preparations complete.
But I was kind of interested how a game like this will record. And yeah, the main purpose of this video is just to try the new sound recording out. I don't even know if I'll put this on YouTube or not, but yeah, it'll be maybe a one-off. Maybe I'll do a couple more, but yeah, this is Dragon's Dogma. My character is there's a huge clipping problem when it comes to this cloak and the shield. My character is a Mystic Knight right now. I guess I can show it off. He is level 58, so yeah, pretty far in. But I haven't really been progressing in the story very fast. I've been doing a lot of side missions and just a lot of running around. This game is actually very enjoyable. I really like it. The Mystic Knight is, from what I've read, not a very good class to be in as far as leveling up, because I think the stat growth in this game, there's like vocations or there's jobs, right? So, or different classes, and it's kind of like a Final Fantasy game or an older one where you'd have, you know, your different jobs, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, and you gain experience in it, which is like the rank goes up. And at the highest rank, you can learn all the skills in it, and you learn skill points. I forget what they're called in this game, but discipline. You earn these through doing quests and fighting monsters, and you spend that to upgrade the skills. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to stay in Mystic Knight until I max this out, and then probably get out of it as quick as possible. It has been really nice to actually use a weapon. I've been playing a sorcerer through this whole game, and I'm pretty glad I went with that decision. The sorcerer is pretty cool in this game. Usually I play like sword and board or warrior, but it's been fun.
I hear no window. Have your pick. Any you like.
And yeah, I'm just gonna run around, do a couple quests, and have a little fun with this. I guess I show off a couple things in the game. Sorcerer's where I started. No. Mage is where I started. You can pick at the beginning of the game between a fighter, which is kind of like your tank class. It's supposed to take a lot of aggro and block damage. The Strider is kind of like it uses daggers and a bow. I haven't messed with that at all. Just very briefly in the beginning. I used fighter a little bit, and then I swapped to mage. And the mage has been very fun. There's a lot of really cool spells in this game, which I won't really get to show you in this episode because I'm playing Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight's got a couple of its own interesting ones, but the upgrade from fighter to warrior, the big two-handed user, I did this on my second character. You get this character, it's called a pawn, and it's supposed to be, it's not really a human, even though it looks like it, but it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a good way of saying that it's AI, and it's a little stupid because it's not from our world or something. That's basically what they say in the game. But it's a fighter. It's supposed to be a tank. It's supposed to take all the aggro from the enemies and keep them from murdering me because I'm a squishy mage. But that's basically how I spec'd her out. And you get to design this character as your own personal pawn, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, you get to design both the main characters, or, you know, your characters. And the other two people you'll see in my party are other people's pawns. So yeah, online I just pick a bunch of them at random, and then I say, okay, I want to look for a Strider who's the same level as me, and I want to look for a healer because I need a healer to deck out my group. But yeah, so one reason, like, okay, so I wanted her to be a tank, but changing to the warrior class gave me a lot of, there's augments.
What will it be today?
There's different, like, skills as far as There's like core skills that doesn't. It changes some of the things. See, this is a sword and mace skill. It shows down here. This will only work while she's using a sword or a mace, and a lot of these are like that. A shield skill will work even if I'm playing another class like the one I am, a Mystic Knight. I'll get this. But the main purpose of going to another class, even though you want to be a fighter, is there are different augments. Things like extend the limit of your health and augment your strength. I think in Warrior there's one that's greatly augments your strength. So I trained her in that just to get those better augments. But then I went back to Fighter. I don't know if that's the best idea, but I like her being really tanky. So she's got a ton of discipline, but I don't want her to level up as any of the other classes. So I think I'm going to leave her where she is. And then once I get like much higher level and leveling up becomes really, really hard, then I'll swap to the other classes to where it won't really affect her stats. And I'll get the vocation rank up enough to where I can learn with all these skill points everything else. Basically, that's my plan. I don't know if it's the best plan. I'm not by no way an expert. It's just how I've been playing. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's just go out and do something. So quest currently, I'm doing these from a different sky. As you can see, it's on 77, 78, 79, 80, 91, 92. It kind of jumped a couple there. Some of them, it is kind of weird like that. Like, it'll skip a few and then come back to them later. But these are quests to where you just go to like a secret area and find a thing on the map. Like a treasure, whatever. I forgot I got these little marks. Is there a way... to clear? I'm sure there is. This is the first time I use these waypoint markers. So if I went to 2, all 3, yeah, they're all 3 just right here. Oh, okay, I can right click them. There we go. Sorry, that's the first time I use that. So, okay, this quest is sending me, I think, into the castle. Yeah, so this one's located in the castle. But I can't go to the castle at night, so I've got to rest. Wait, it is morning. That's right, I just rested in this inn. It's just the sun hasn't quite come up and it's overcast, so it looked like night. The time of day is very important in this game. I'm liking the FPS I'm getting right now. I'm getting like between 80 and 100. Big improvement over the normal games I record. In towns you have unlimited stamina.
Salvation and the Knights Champion. The capital swirls with ill rumors.
I'll tell you one thing I've got a couple like gripes about this game. One is that breathing noise from sprinting. I find it really aggravating. Another one is the characters in this game use the word "ought" like way too often. It's like, we'll find ought of use, and oh, it's just like, stop it already. So this one is above this area, so it's probably upstairs. Or it could be below this area too. Oh, Mercedes. She's probably going to talk about
They are touted as elites, but the fact of it is they're mere sellswords. The harshest tasks are often left to such types, or to the men of the enlistment corps.
She's talking about the quest I just did, the main quest. I haven't turned it in yet. Yeah, like I said, I've been doing side quests. I don't get onto the main mission very often. So, somewhere in here? Oh, there it is. It's on top of the mantle. I might have to swap my weapon out. Mystic Knight can use a staff and a one-handed weapon. You can use the staff as a one-handed weapon, but it means you can't use as many spells doing it that way, because your shield has its own skill set. Okay, but the staff allows me to levitate, and it doesn't look like I can get up here. I'm going to have to knock it off. Yeah. And that's dangerous because it could anger the knights. Let's just hope it doesn't go that badly. Alright.
Stop that.
Oh no.
Tired of playing at hero yet?
Crap. I think I'm going to jail. I should have waited until they're not in there. Oops. Well, that's embarrassing. I've been arrested like once or twice in this game. I don't tend to cause havoc on purpose. But like you saw there, I didn't know how to get that thing off the mantelpiece other than to shoot a fireball at it. If I use 2 skeleton keys, I can get out of here. I don't know if there's another way to, I don't know if you like wait around long enough if you didn't have skeleton keys. I know you can bribe your way out. Ah! Oop. Punching snakes. Oh, look out. Bat. Bat. You get to see some of the unarmed combat, which is like you never use in this game. It would be interesting to do a little of that. Okay. I got all my stuff back once I made it out of the castle. I don't know if it has any lasting impact on the game. I think it's just kind of an annoyance, more so than anything. Now I gotta equip all my stuff again. You probably pick up the keyboard pretty hard, me clicking like that. Alright, I was using this one. It increases my blink strike ability. And I'm not going to use that or that. That one makes sense, but it's weaker. I guess we do this one. Those are just increasing the skills that that's written down there. So the shield can do like this ice counter, which like enchants the shield with ice magic. So if I block an enemy, they'll take like ice damage or something like that. Alright, that's a little annoying. I gotta go back to the castle and try that again.
Those without a trade or the means to earn a wage live here. Seems that many people live here as well.
Got a pretty good idea of my way around this game so far. I've been just about everywhere on the map. There's a couple places I haven't been, but yeah, I've been pretty thorough. So what do I like about this game? It's very interesting. There's a lot of stuff here. Some of it isn't perfect, like perfectly implemented. I wonder what's up here. I think I've been up here. Yeah, some of it isn't perfectly implemented, but I do like the things you can do. There's like a pretty good emphasis on like a parkour system. You don't really realize that in the beginning of the game, but there's a lot of things hidden like above you.
Speak to any pawn and they will gladly join your service, Arisen.
And yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff with that in this game. And I think the levitate makes it a lot easier for me as far as that's concerned. I can do stuff like this, get on the roofs. Yeah, and you'll find lots of like treasures and stuff in this way by climbing up on top of things. The levitate does not seem to grant you any bonuses to fall damage though. Like it would make sense that if I levitate just before hitting the ground that I would be fine, but it doesn't seem to work like that. Like yeah, if you fall a certain distance, you're still going to take damage. But the levitate can help you make it to a ledge. And it can actually get you just a little higher than you can jump. Because you go just a little higher. And it's also really good for scaling like slopes. If you levitate up a slope, it'll get up there better than you can't like climb it. Pretty cool.
Someone in the castle must
I feel like a lot of these things require either levitate. I'm pretty sure the striders and rangers have an ability that allows them to double jump. I don't know how a fighter would do it. Like some of these things. I tell you, these quests, as far as locate these charms, have been getting a lot more difficult. There's the main quest I'm supposed to be doing. I just killed a certain big monster. I'm supposed to be turning it in. I'm not going to say what it was, but it's pretty cool. This game's got a lot of that in it. You'll encounter really big fights. Alright. Actually, can I? Let's try it again. Wrong button. I've swapped my buttons around since going to the Mystic Knight. Oh, that didn't work. I'm kind of confused how I'm supposed to do this. Because I can't grab it while I'm floating. It does seem like I have to knock it off in some way. What if I can stand on this chair and reach it? There's another idea. This doesn't work all the time, but High Frigor, which is the ice spell, sometimes creates a platform. Though I think it's got to have enough room for the platform to appear. Ah, there it is. Yeah, and I can climb up on it. Cool. That doesn't always work, but when it does, Dos Equis. Alright, what's the next one? Where is it at? So this one is over here at Prayer Falls. This one is... oops. In the Witchwood. Just gonna plan out where I'm going. This one's in the Everfall. I don't remember what that was. Oh right, yeah, that I know what that is. I haven't been in there in a while. That'll be interesting. This one is over here, so I can hit the Witchwood and this one pretty quickly. And this one... also in the Witchwood. Okay, so I got 3 in this location. I got 1 here and 1 here. So I'm going to do the one inside town first. Of course. I forget which one it was. It's not that one. It doesn't tell you in the quest log. You got to look it up on the map. There it goes. And also I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. Put my weapon away before I startle some people. Let's take a shortcut.
Well met, sir.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
So this town right here, this is Grandsorn. It's kind of like the main town hub. The second one, well, second or third. I guess the encampment's kind of the second one, but it's not really a town. It's a military outpost.
The guards do have much to work
This is the main town you come to. do a lot of stuff here. Here's the thing I picked up. Badge of Vals. What was I going to do? I was going to swap my weapon out. I do like using the melee weapon. It's a good change of pace from using magic the whole game. It's kind of nice to just run up and hit things. And I guess I'll go ahead and acquire this next mission while I'm here, because I just did one. I get number 93. Let's see where it's at, because you never know. It could be where I'm going. No, it's down here. 80 is the one? Yep. Put my lantern on. So this is one of the dungeons in the game, which is kind of a weird one. Oh, spider. These things are annoying. I mean, a lot less annoying now that I can just hit them with a weapon.
Such massive ruins. Who could have fashioned them?
In here, I have to watch my stamina bar. I don't want it to get too low to where I can't do any skills. Die! I tell you, bats are a lot easier as a mage. Alright, so what do I have? I've got a lot of new skills I haven't really messed around with. One is
I'll take that.
Tusk Toss. Yeah, I can throw enemies up in the air now. Die! 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 And I've got Ice Enchanter. That just enchants us with ice. I think that's what I used last time. Blizzard Fang. Ah, there's the shield enchant. Okay, I'm fully enchanted. Oh. Boom! Okay, ice doesn't work at all. Oh, oops. Yeah, fire, much better choice anyway. Even though I accidentally used that. So this thing is just below me somewhere. Oops. Hit an exploding barrel. Let's use this one. There we go. She and my mage, somebody else's pawn, Brandy, enchanted my weapon with Holy, which will be much more effective against these undead. I don't have that skill equipped currently. I can cast that magic. And that's one of the cool things about this game, is you can plan for where you're going. I think I'm on normal mode right now. I kind of wish I'd have played in hard mode. The game... Ooh, wow. What is that, an ogre? Yeah. Yeah! The game is challenging. Oh. Block. Basically, I'm just welding on this guy. None of my skills really help me out here. Oh, she fell off! I hate when they do that. See, now she's on the ground and dying, and I gotta make it down there before she bleeds out.
Fades.
That happens a lot in this game. It's pretty annoying. Like, I gotta skip past all these enemies and try and make it down there before she disappears. Sometimes the AI will run off cliffs. Not always a problem. God damn, bat!
Please help me.
Yeah, I should be able to survive this fall. Okay, well, it hurt a little.
Arisen, I am at your side.
Hey, I saved her. Alright. So this item's just above me. I probably ran past it trying to get down here. I imagine it's on one of those ledges up there. I'm doing no damage to these guys. I'm not very impressive as a Mystic Knight. As a mage, the spells would be way more impressive. Though the holy magic really helps. I don't really like the Mystic Knight. I think the purpose behind it is mainly the shield and using like counters to do magic damage. It's kind of odd. Like, I think there could have been a better spell sword type class. I haven't run past it, have I? Darn, did I run past it while I was fighting those monsters? Kind of hard to tell if it's right here or not. Don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's one more level up. Alright. Is it out on that ledge? It seems like the most likely location. It's not one more up, is it? It doesn't really look like it's... It's really hard to tell. But yeah, it looks like it's really faded out. Maybe it's up one more. If it was really bright, it would be kind of on the same location I'm at. It's not too bad. This is where I fought the ogre. I don't see it. Which worries me. It could be on a wall or something. They start hiding them on walls a lot lately. Where you gotta shoot them down. They started off, they weren't nearly in such hard spots to get to. Now you gotta think about it a bit.
This looks interesting.
Man, I don't know. Maybe it was... No, I mean, we were at the very top. I need to really pay attention to it and make sure I'm on the same level as it. Like when... Oh, there it goes. It changed right now. So it's somewhere along this level. That means it's probably just higher up. don't know. It could be on that ledge right there. I gotta check it. It'd be funny if I ran by it right at the start. Nah, it looks like it's going back down. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. No, it's right there. It seems simple enough. Whew! Oh my goodness. So what happened there was, normally I have the levitate ability, but because I'm using my weapon, I can't do that. So I could have really easily died there. My plan was just to jump and levitate on there. Oh my goodness, that was close. Yeah. I could have died again. Or died there. Alright, we got it. Let's save. Just in case I fall to my death. Which is very... I think the majority of all of my deaths have been falling to my death. No problem. Wow, so that was like the first ledge, wasn't it? And I ran right by it. I thought I checked that. Maybe not. I'm really hoping these quests end at 100. I've done so many of them. Alright, this one's up here. Alright, so what's the best course? I can go grab this one. This stone right here is somewhere I can teleport to. So all of these will be really easy to get. But I think I should go to this one first. I have no teleporter anywhere near this. I got one way over here, one over here, so I gotta run out there. And I guess that'll make for a more interesting video than kind of what I'm doing now, so let's go do that. At this point in the game, I'm not too afraid of the surrounding location. Like in the start of the game, it was very dangerous to go too far from the castle, and especially to go out at night, because at night things are even more dangerous. What's the best way? If I leave from here, yeah, that'll work fine. Also, another good thing that I like about this game is it encourages you to use roads, because when you get off the roads, you start getting into stronger monsters. Once you get to a higher level, it doesn't really matter as much. You go off the road, most of the monsters are just annoying. But in the beginning of the game, you're encouraged quite a bit to stick to the roads, to not get overwhelmed and die. I really like that aspect, the fact that you can go to areas where monsters are significantly stronger than you are. And you've really got to make a judgment call to say, oh, that's a dragon, I probably shouldn't mess with it. But me, I always got to try. I'll fight it like 4 or 5 times and not do any damage to it and be like, okay, yeah, this isn't, I should just come back later. So these characters we're seeing on the road are other people's pawns. At any point you can look at them. This one looks to be Asian. Level 58. So that's the name, I don't know what it is. You can look at the details of it. It's a Strider, not max rank yet. They get rating based on people who use them. You can look at their stats, their skills. This one seems to be really not well equipped, to be honest. Or has no bow. That's odd. Some decent weapon. I mean, decent equipment. Alright. But yeah, I could pick her. I can send one of my other people away and enlist her. Like, if I just happen to walk by one and go, ooh, that one's interesting, I can recruit them. Or I can go to town. Wait, am I going? I'm not going to the right place because I have the wrong one equipped. Darn. I don't remember which one it is either. What's that? Apparently there's one there that I haven't paid attention to. That's the one we're going towards. Getting around comes pretty annoying later on in the game. It's, there's a Cyclops. It does give you, like I said, these crystals. And the cool thing about these crystals is you can actually pick them up and put them wherever you want, which I really like. It's like fast travel locations you can place. I've kind of put them on, like, various corners of the map. 2 of them are permanent, which is the 2 towns. Sorry. But the other ones that I've got, I placed them all, which is pretty cool. But there's a lot of running in this game, and it's really dark. There we go. Let's go kill this Cyclops. It'll be no problem. It doesn't even have armor.
Careful, a goblin.
Can I do anything? Just power up a bit.
Things out of the way.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
She's enchanted me with fire.
It cannot hold a weapon with an injured hand.
This poor bison's getting in the way of our fight. I can't kill it either. It's gonna attack my party. There we go. Oh. There we go.
Careful, a goblin.
That's got to be like the 100th one of these things
Even
I've
in
killed.
numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
It was a lot more impressive in the beginning.
We have triumphed.
I don't need a lot of these materials. So, yeah, the Cyclops, it's got like, it's weak to fire. You can use lightning on it, which stuns it, and it causes it to drop its weapon. It's a lot weaker without its weapon. Its weapon does like all this, like, really big sweeping attacks. And a lot of the big fights have little things like that, like flying enemies. Some of them you can like burn their wings, which causes them to ground. Some of them have weak points. There's golems in the game. You have to attack certain points. You can't just beat it to death like I just did there. You actually have to climb up on. Oh yeah, you can climb enemies too. I could have showed that, but you can pick up people. Like, come here, David. There we go. You can pick up people, carry them. They get mad if you throw them, so I'm just set her back down. It's a pretty cool way to escort somebody. If you ever need to like hop down a cliff, keep that in mind. You can always pick them up, hop off the cliff, and then put them back down again. I don't think it makes them mad as long as you don't throw them. The escort quests are very dangerous in this game. You can fell them permanently. The character doesn't die permanently. They do come back after a little while. But like the first escort quest I did when I got the Grand Sword, it made me go way up here to this castle. And like at the level I was right when I got here, that was impossible. Like I got as far as this, and that's as far as I could get. And that's while escorting a character who can die through several like very large monsters. It becomes night before you can make it all the way there, so things get even more dangerous. That is like, there was no way to cancel that either, so I ended up failing that quest. That's like the only one I failed. After that, I realized that got to be a lot more careful with escort quest. Wow, I've done a lot of quests. Most of them are from a different sky things. It'll be way back at the start. There it is. A peddler's petition. Poor Reynard. He died. And I failed that quest. So I don't think I'll be able to get 100% completion. Which I don't really care about. I've never been a completionist, per se.
His
most unsettling. Best we chose our path carefully.
I'm doing no damage to these things. I think he's gonna explode. If you put fire on him, yeah, he's filled with a lot of disgusting gases. There we go. Holy, much better. Luckily, that kills everybody around him too.
That's all.
I think I just lost my train of thought. If I was talking about something.
These are human footprints. Doubtful it was a friendly.
Oh, I was going to mention the golems in this game, as a sorcerer, are the most annoying thing in the world. Because they're like immune to magic, so you can't really do anything. You have to like rely on your team to kill it. I think at best you can knock it over, which helps your team kill it. She's going to throw that at us. Oh! Yeah. They'll pick up items and throw like explosive barrels. They'll pick up items for you.
Every beast has its weakness. Observe closely and learn to
Right.
exploit it.
An undead warrior! There, master!
Oh, she got in the way.
Strengthen narcissism.
Kill these things before they can even get out of the ground.
We have triumphed.
Our destination isn't too far now. My enchant run out. There we go. Fire. There you go. Cool guys don't look at explosions. We're not too far away now. It being nighttime is why all these undead are coming out of the ground. There's 2 ogres here. Honestly, it's a little dangerous because of the class I'm using. What can I do? I can do this sigil thing, which is like a trap. So if they run on that, they take damage. And I can do, I guess, fire counter, because it's an ogre.
Seems this place has never been.
Ambush. I ambushed him.
Sight of women excites it.
The sight of women excites it. Ogres don't like women. They always attack women first. Oh, cool. I went between his legs. Oh, yeah, watch. I can climb up on it. There we go. Beat it. Beat its ass, like, literally. Yeah! Oh, wow. I finished it off with that attack. That was cool. I haven't been able to do a lot of climbing on enemies. A sorcerer doesn't do it too much. I think striders and rangers do it a lot more often. Yeah.
We have triumphed. This looks interesting.
I don't know how long I've been recording for. I didn't set a timer this time.
I shall restore your
Maybe it'll be a longer episode.